Hi, it's Wednesday. It's time for News 2 Gives Back, and I'm meteorologist Marcus Bagwell. News 2 Gives Back is brought to you by Nashville Subaru in partnership with Goldstone Financial Group. Well, we've traveled a little ways away from Nashville. We are in Marshall County and the city of Chapel Hill, a growing and booming area, but we're wanting to recognize two agencies. Usually we just do one, but how about a 2-for-1 special for today? We are wanting to recognize the Chapel Hill Police Department and the Chapel Hill Fire Department. They've done some amazing work recently, and I want to first start with Police Chief Andrew Kahn. Thank you so much, Chief Kahn, for your time. We want to talk about the event from July 9th, the Echo 3 Armory gun store that was broken into by two juveniles, and eventually they were caught and they're going through the judicial system right now. But tell us about what took place with this incident and how your officers have been able to handle this case.
So our officers did a very good job. They were very proactive. They responded immediately and were successful in developing a good lead. And very quickly we were able to work with Metro Nashville PD and ATF in developing leads and developing an arrest, two arrests as a matter of fact, with two juveniles. They crashed a vehicle into the gun store, causing approximately $50,000 worth of damage, and thankfully the store was locked up well. No guns were taken. The items that were taken, some ammunition and those types of items, were recovered, and successful prosecution in one of the cases. So.
Okay, and you said you had to work with additional agencies, the ATF and Metro Police. What's that like to be able to work with these agencies that are a little ways away, but they're ready, I'm sure, to help you in case you need it?
So they were tremendous. The ATF gave us a lot of resources that we wouldn't normally have, and Metro Nashville was very helpful in several of their units that were able to assist us in developing intelligence, because they know the area, they know the people that are from that area, and that helps us going into a different jurisdiction.
Okay, and what was it like for your officers to be able to get there on the scene very quickly, establish this case, but then also get this case closed fairly quickly and be able to figure out who was responsible for this?
Well, I'm very proud of our detective, Jason Hughes. Did an excellent job. He worked with Metro and gathered video from homeowners in the area where the car was abandoned. He was able to work with and interview the subjects and able to gather evidence that furthered the case.
Is this something very common that you all see here in your Chapel Hill city limits?
No, thankfully it's not. We don't have too many of these high profile cases. We're a small, quiet community, and this is a good place to live.
Okay, and since your community is growing, which is a great thing, but it may lead to some additional concerns, is there anything that you want to make sure that your residents know from a safety perspective?
We're very dedicated as a small department to making sure that the citizens are safe, and we're very grateful for the support that they give us on a regular basis.
Okay, and finally, I'm going to transition over to Chief Stout here, but what is it like for you all? Y'all are here in the same building, but you all work together. Y'all are a great group. What is it like to work with him and his team?
It's a great honor to work with the fire department. It keeps us close. Our cases sometimes commingle when it's something that is a police issue that turns into a medical issue and even a fire issue. So we're very grateful that we work with them. We have a good working relationship. We've worked for almost a decade together. So wow. It's been great.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, he speaks very highly of you all, and that's a great thing, and we're so excited. This is Fire Chief Matthew Stout. And Chief Stout, please tell us about the incident that you all had where your group and your first responders were able to save a life.
Yeah, so on July 19th, we got a call for a person down at a convenience store. They were able to quickly respond and found the patient in cardiac arrest. They initiated immediate life-saving measures, including CPR. They were further assisted by Marshall County EMS when they arrived on scene for further treatment and transport. And I'm happy to say that patient was able to survive, walking around today with no deficits and doing well.
That's great. And your organization is a volunteer base, so where are these people usually at, your firefighters at, before a call like this comes in? Are they usually at their home or workplace and then they have to come to the station first?
That's typically how it works, yes. We have community members that many of them work for other agencies full-time, so they have a lot of experience in training. So we're real fortunate in our area where we're physically located, that we have a lot of our personnel that have high quality training from other agencies, so they give of their time to their community locally. They will respond from home, work. Sometimes they're in school pickup line getting their kids, you know, so it's a pretty dynamic event. There's no telling when an emergency can come in.
Sure. Chief Stout, tell us about what it takes to become a volunteer firefighter. If somebody has an interest in doing that, do they have to live here in Chapel Hill or in Marshall County? What are some of the basic requirements?
Yeah, so to volunteer with our agency, you do have to live in the community in our fire district, which is a little bigger. It's bigger than the town is, so they would have to first live in the district. Then there's some minimum training requirements. We do background checks, so no kind of criminal record, and then the state minimum requirements are a 16-hour introduction class, and then we have to also have a 64-hour basic firefighting class with also a 16-hour live burn. So all in total, to be able to come respond to a call, get out here in a fire truck and go to a fire with us, it's 96 hours of training minimum.
Okay, all right, that's great. Let me come back over to you, Chief Con. What are some of the upcoming events that you all are doing here in the community, or some upcoming events here in the city?
Well, we're very excited. We just completed the Kids ID program at the elementary school, where we did ID cards for over 500 students. At that time, we talked about gun safety with the kids. We talked about car safety and booster seats. And then the upcoming events, we have a bike helmet safety talk that we're going to do with them next Friday. And then we also have homecoming coming up in 2 weeks.
Okay, all right, awesome. And Chief Stout, just one more question. Is there anything that you want your residents to know here about any sort of medical or fire safety things that you all may have seen that people just need to continue to check on?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you two things if that's okay.
Yes.
The first thing is always close your door at night when you go to bed. There's many studies that have come out, and this is a new push that we have also through NFPA to close your door at night. Even though it's not an exterior door that is, you know, extremely thick compared to the construction of interior door, studies have shown that the fires are greatly reduced and fatalities are greatly reduced by closing your door at night, your bedroom door. The other thing is just call 911. If you see something, call 911. Sometimes people will try and call a landline. You know, they'll look up the number on the internet or Siri or Google, and that may go to a landline, and all that does is delay an inevitable response. So if you see something and think you need a fire or police or EMS response, the most appropriate thing is to immediately call 911.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Chief Stout, thank you so much for your time. And Chief Con, thank you. We're so glad to recognize both of you all. They're in one building together, but they both serve the public here in Chapel Hill. And we're excited to bring them lunch today, all brought to them by Nashville Subaru in partnership with Goldstone Financial Group. We're thankful for their work and our first responders across the Mid-State for everything they do each and every day. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. I'm News 2 meteorologist Marcus Bagwell.